At the Mental Health Center of Madison County, our goal is to provide quality behavioral health services with a caring heart. We also believe in recovery for those who experience a mental illness or a substance use disorder. One way we try to highlight recovery here is by awarding the Beacon of Hope Award. And so in 2012, I hope you will enjoy hearing the story and meeting a friend of mine, Sheila Townsend, the 2012 Beacon of Hope Award recipient.
My mom would always notice that once I would conquer something, no matter what it was, if it was taking part of a lamp and putting it back together, I would leave it alone. I was not interested anymore. Even when I can remember my father, I used to have to study an hour, but I liked longer because I loved to be by myself. So like most kids would cry to go out, I think I fought to come inside. And they could take away everything they wanted to take away from me, but they would always leave my books, but I was satisfied with those. I would lose concentration on things. I would maybe start something in the house, and the next thing I know, I was doing something else. Even though I got them all done, there was like 4 things going on at one time in my head, and I would have to do all those 4 things. I couldn't just concentrate on, say, washing dishes. That was hard for me. I just couldn't concentrate on that. I had to wash the dishes, go clean the bathroom, vacuum the floor, and dust. And this is going on all at the same time. So I had real bad temper tantrums. I had temper tantrums to where I'd kick over stuff or knock holes in walls or just beat up people just because I wanted to come in. I just wanted to be by myself. I didn't understand what was going on with me or anything like that. So I turned to drinking. I'm dual diagnosed. So I turned to drinking alcohol. And
why did you drink?
Because I didn't understand the voices, or why I was hearing voices, or what was happening to me, you know, why am I feeling this way? Why can't I just concentrate on certain things, or why don't I want to be around people? Why do I want to isolate? Why am I just lashing out at everybody? But this was after my grandmother died is when I think it kind of got on me a little bit worse than anything. That's when it hit the fan. I remember the first time that I actually took the pills, drank some vodka, which that's not normal for me, and winded up in Crestwood Hospital. That was my first real bout. And what I can remember is an officer there that held my hand. Every time I woke up, I saw this officer there, and he was encouraging me. He says, "You have too much to live for. Why do you want to die? You're a beautiful girl." And he was set with me, and he prayed with me until they took me up to the 3rd floor. I came to 4040 South Memorial Parkway. I walked into crisis. I had started coming here then. That was before anything else, but I had started coming here. And I can remember that last thought of wanting to kill myself. And I told my mom, I said, "Look, you got to take me, get some help." I said, because I don't know if I may not make it out this time. So she brought me here. So I started regularly coming. I had my therapist, my therapist here was Phyllis when I got back in the system. Her name was Phyllis. And Phyllis was telling me about day treatment. I used to see him out there because I wanted to. I used to see the other day treatment too, and I didn't know I didn't want to be in that one because they were just a bunch of zombies the way it looked. And they were having a good time out there. So I asked her, I said, "What is this group going on out there?" And she told me day treatment. I said, "Well, I think I might want to go there." And she says, "Okay." So before she left, she got me assigned up to day treatment. And I started in day treatment, and there was a therapist. There was one of our staff members. I used to sit in the corner all the time, and I wouldn't even hardly talk to anyone. But everyone already had picked up on liking me. I was terrible. I was violent. I was aggressive. I didn't know how to take my anger and use it in a positive way. I was just a total mess. I didn't want anyone telling me anything what to do. I wanted to fight people, fight the therapist. That's why I was telling him about the tree. I wanted everybody to be remembered. I wanted everyone to have something that they could drain something from. Because like I tell them, that tree don't care who you are, other trees around it. The reason why the roots grow so long is because if one tree drink water, they all drink water. So they just, sends it through their roots. And I say that's what we have to be. We have to be that one tree going out our roots so that we all can get what we need. So we planted a tree up there, and it's a white crepe myrtle. A lot of times I think they've asked if we wanted donation, but no, we have done our pennies. We have saved our pennies till we got that. Joyce and Lucas and Walter Ballard took me and another gentleman down there to get the tree. And we planted it up there, and it was a little Charlie Brown tree. Now the tree has, oh God, it has bloomed. It has, really gotten bigger. And I think that was my start. Sometimes we take a time in our life and we ask, what is my purpose? I mean, I'm a person that the Social Security don't want to recover. It said I couldn't recover. I said, so why do I even live in this world? And sort of like a little message came to me that told me, said, Sheila, you've been taking care of people all your life. So don't you think this is what you need to be in? I was hired, I was hired in July 2011. I teach my peers recovery. I teach consumers about how to catch triggers, how to stop the triggers from happening, how to stay on that road to recovery. I tell them about my life, what I've been through, and how I'm getting the help that I need, and how I've gotten to the point that I have. Not only do I teach over here at the day treatment, I also teach at TLC. That's the Triana Learning Center on Triana Boulevard. And all I can say is, to me, this is not work. To me, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is my purpose. This is my life. This is the reason why I get up in the morning, just to come and see them. They're more to me than just a client. They're my family. They're my friends. They're the people I run to before I run to anyone else who will accept me for regardless. I make a joke about it. I said, that's the only place I can go and talk to a clock and won't anybody laugh at me.